So if you're going to have a country the size of a continent, and we do, thank heaven, you need consistent and reliable air travel. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. The economy depends on it. And yet, under this administration, the network, the very delicate and functional network of air travel that we've built up over nearly 100 years is falling apart. SkyWest Airlines is the biggest regional airline in the country. They've just announced they have a major pilot shortage. They're planning to drop service in 29 different cities. Southwest also just announced slashing flights in April and May because of staffing problems. It's not just staffing that is causing them. The vax mandates didn't help at all. This is all about to get much worse. According to one aviation consulting firm, we're going to be short 20,000 pilots by the end of this year. Within just 6 years, we'll be short more than 60,000 pilots. So we have a transportation department that works pretty much full-time on eliminating racist roads and other equity agenda items. Mayor Pete, of course, runs it. Are they doing anything about this problem? Jason Rantz is a radio show host. He joins us tonight with a report. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Tucker. Yeah, you're right. The airline industry is crumbling, and Pete Buttigieg is lecturing us about racist highways, which kind of makes sense if you're a Green New Deal evangelist who doesn't actually want us flying much, which is exactly what he's getting. Tens of thousands of flights are being canceled. Thousands a week are being delayed, making travel extremely difficult, especially in some of the smaller cities that you would think Pete Buttigieg might pay attention to. Good luck flying from North Texas to Louisville on Southwest Airlines. Some day flights were just cut. American Airlines slashed about 7% of its schedule this month. Alaska, Allegiant, 5%. United, for the year, is gutting some 20,000 flights, largely due to a staffing shortage from the COVID vaccine mandate, certainly one that was made worse as a result. Airlines were downplaying all those terminations. Liberal reporters, frankly, supported the mandate, so they never did much digging. But as of January, there were 31,000 fewer full-time airline workers than before COVID. And while we were told pretty much everyone was complying, it turns out a lot of people were also quitting or retiring early. It's gotten so bad that JetBlue is basically begging flight attendants to take on some open shifts. Alaska Airlines is paying double to take on extra work. But it was the number of retiring pilots that is the most alarming. Obviously, no pilots means no flights. Alaska cut flights from Portland to Denver. United cut from Dulles to pretty much a bunch of destinations. And what you mentioned with SkyWest, they're looking to cut federally subsidized routes that connect small cities to larger hubs so folks can actually get places. They're not profitable because the customer base is too small, so the Department of Transportation subsidizes it. But what we're seeing are serious service impacts and threats of losing flights to cities like Pueblo, Colorado, Mason City, Iowa. Under Buttigieg, all the DOT has done so far was basically tell SkyWest, hey, you can't ditch these routes until the DOT finds another carrier to pick up these flights. However, SkyWest only wants out because of the same pilot shortages that the other carriers are having. Airlines right now are desperate for pilots. They're kind of going into a hiring and training spree for pilots and for some others. They're paying more. They're lowering some education requirements. The regional carrier Breeze Airways, they're using the E3 visa program to hire pilots from Australia. And obviously this is expensive, and it's happening at a time where we're seeing a price surge for gas.
It's unbelievable. So if vax mandates did this to airlines, let's say you applied them to the Navy SEALs on the eve of a war, I wonder what would happen to your military. Yeah. Jason Rantz, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tucker.
So ratings for the Oscars.